spring, it came upon us. Every insect filled the air.
Hello, I thought I'd do a couple of reviews all in one go. This one is going to be about The Host by Stephenie Meyer. And I actually have only read Twilight by her. I didn't read the rest of the series. This book was brought to my attention by the film, which is out now, I think. I don't know that I'm going to see the film, but still, it made me think about the book. Quite a few people who I watch on YouTube, they said that this was their favourite book by Stephenie Meyer, and that it was very different to her other writing. And I saw it in a charity shop, and I thought, why not give it a go? So I did, and I was very pleasantly surprised. I never hated her other books, but some people did, so if that's a concern of yours, it's completely different. This is sci-fi. It's quite a lengthy book. I think it's 600 and something pages. I found it very easy to read. The language is simple, but not noticeably so. It just flows. You get more into the story rather than noticing the writing. It wasn't annoying or anything. I liked the fact that it was a big book. It meant that you could really get into the story and involved with the characters, but you do have to commit. With me, fairly quickly on, I did realise that I was going to like this book, and I did, but give it a bit of a chance. It's about this alien species who inhabit the bodies of humans and any other alien species they've taken over, and they use them as vessels or hosts, and they can access their memories, move their bodies, etc. The book is focused around this particular alien called Wanda, and the fact that she was called Wanderer at the beginning, and then when I heard people talking about it referring to her as Wanda, I got very confused, but it makes sense when you read it. Anyway, so Wanderer, she inhabits this host called Melanie, and Melanie was part of the human resistance, and so all the aliens want her memory so they can fully inhabit all humans and have conquered Earth, although they're a peaceful species, so that's kind of weird. Anyway, but Melanie unusually can still be felt inside her body while Wanda is in there. Melanie actually is creating blockades to stop Wanda from getting to her memories to protect her family in the resistance. The book is about the problems the fact that Melanie is still there causes Wanda and the journey it takes them on together. Yeah. I thought some of the alien ideas, because we hear about previous planets they've reached and stuff, were really weird and kind of strange to get your head around because of the way they were described. I mean, obviously our language is limited to what we know, so it's kind of odd reading about that, but in a way that was good because that is exactly how it is for humans in the book. I mean, they can't really imagine what it is like to live in these other planets. Plot-wise, there was stuff going on, but I felt it was kind of more character-driven. There is a lot of inner monologue with Melanie and Wanda together. I didn't mind that. I thought that there was enough there to keep me interested. I got really involved with some of the characters and I may have shed a tear or two. Some of the characters just really got to me, and I think partly the length of the book allowed for that. Allowed for us to get involved in the characters, and also made some of the relationships formed seem more realistic. There is a love triangle kind of square thing, love box, I think some of the actors refer to it as being. I think the fact that the book took place over a year or over a year allowed relationships to develop naturally and realistically. I like that. And in terms of characters, I don't want to give too much away by mentioning certain characters, but one particular, the Seeker, I really disliked her, which we were meant to. She was just really annoying. I liked that there was a reason for why she was as she was, and I thought that reason was actually very good and can apply to other more real situations. I think that could be a reason for many people's motivation to do what they do. I really like that book. I would say definitely don't misjudge it because of the writer's previous work. I would say if you liked her other work, give it a go. I would say just to anyone, even if you don't like sci-fi, because it's one of the 2 sci-fi books I've read. I really enjoyed it and I flew through it, partly because I did have more time than when I was reading Clockwork Princess. But still, it was a really good book and I would recommend it. Well, I've heard that the movie isn't that great, but if you like the movie, still read the book, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, bye.